Hi, I'm John Byrne with Poets and Quants. Welcome to our MBA Watch Profile of the Week, sponsored by mbaMission. Today we have a young woman. She calls herself Ms. VC Hopeful. Obviously, it's because she hopes to become a venture capital partner in a firm someday. Right now, she is working in VC, but she's working in an accounting job after having worked for a Big Four company for 3.5 years. She did get a promotion in that time to senior consultant, has a GMAT score of 730, a GPA of 3.3 from the University of Washington. Her goal, to get into Harvard Business School, though she also is targeting Stanford and UCLA Anderson. And I can't think of a better person to assess her shot at Harvard than Devi at mbaMission. Devi is not only a Harvard MBA, but more importantly, for our purposes, had worked for the HBS admissions board for several years, interviewed hundreds of candidates, and read God knows how many essays, Devi.
Many.
Indeed. So what do you think of Ms. VC Hopeful?
I like the path so far, and I can see why she has the goal she does.
Yeah.
And I think there's certain pieces that can be highlighted more through her application. So
Right.
The technical skills are there. The technical skills are strong. There's a work ethic in terms of the promotions at work, especially while taking care of a parent.
And we should mention that background. We talked about it offline, but she's achieved all of her accomplishments in her professional career while taking care of a parent with cancer.
Absolutely, and surpass the timeframes for her promotion. So clearly that wasn't easy, and clearly that shows work ethic, dedication, and kind of being respectful at the office of people valuing her.
So this is, I think, an interesting case because I think a lot of people fall into this category where you kind of have the stats. You've distinguished yourself in your young and early career. You got your promotion. But is there anything that really jumps out and grabs you? I don't think so.
This is where that personal story, that personal drive. So her drive, I'm sure, is bigger than accounting, right?
Yeah.
She has the technical skills. We know that. And so how does she see then her role as a VC? Right? In terms of, because VC is more than doing valuation and spreadsheets. And so, is there a problem in VC she wants to solve? Is there a sector that she wants to be in? Is there something, so what is her vision for facilitating entrepreneurship? Going to be parsing out some of her job and the non-technical side. So can she, how can she guide an entrepreneur?
And she has made this step toward venture capital, even if it is in an accounting function, which I would think bodes well for her chances of actually working as a typical VC post MBA if she takes full advantage of the MBA experience, gets an internship at a VC firm, is taking certain elective coursework in this area as well, right?
Correct. I would love to see her take competitive strategy to talk about the business side, like evaluating opportunities, right? So it's she sees a company after the investment if she's in fund accounting. So what has she been able to glean from that?
What about a recommender strategy here? Should it be conventional, meaning her current boss at the VC firm and one of the former bosses at the Big Four firm, or is there room to do something that would be unusual?
I would say the people should be conventional because that's what's expected. But I think the content of her recommendations should focus on innovation. What has she done new in her job, right? Is she just going by the playbook? Or has she invented something? Has she caught different problems? What has she done at the company level, the portfolio company level? That's where I'd want to make sure that the recommenders really focus on.
And Devi, what I hear there when you suggest that, I hear you saying, don't tell me you had the job, tell me what impact you had.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, in recommendations, that just the mere fact of that you got a recommendation from somebody, they like you and they value you. Okay, great. Big deal. Then it's a matter of what did you actually do? And how did you solve a problem? Like when I read a recommendation, bring me along. bring me along to the problem you solved. Did you bring something so innovative to my attention, or did you anticipate problems? It's one thing to solve problems, but if you anticipated problems, even more points for you.
Yep, exactly. Terrific advice. What are our odds? And I know you hate to give odds because I know you don't have a crystal ball there. But hey, you were in that board meeting at Harvard for so many years. Is this someone, if you were sitting in the Harvard Business School admissions board, that you would advocate for?
I will say this. I think it would be better if she waited a year. And in that time, what I would coach her to do is say, be a fly on the wall for when they're making decisions for funding the startups. And try to get exposure to that side, and then weave that in to say why you want to be a VC. That's the part that's missing. And if she does that for a year and that informs her career goals afterwards, she would have a much better shot. How about that for an answer?
Yeah, no, I totally buy that. You're absolutely right. I mean, at the time of this writing, she's been with the VC firm for only 4 months, having a little more time to piece together the story for Harvard. And also, as you point out, I think it would help her post-MBA goals as well, clearly. Devi, a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
All right, there it is. Devi doesn't want to give odds, but if she tells her story well, and maybe she gets another extra year in at the VC firm, would help her chances significantly. So this is John Byrne with Poets and Quants. You've been watching our assessment of the MBA Profile of the Week, sponsored by MBA Mission.